So you do shows, and you must get a lot of different types of people coming to these shows.
Yes.
And I'm just assuming now what might be going on in your brain is like these people have everyday jobs, some of them.
Yes.
They're going through struggles. I'm here to make them feel comfortable for the night and have a laugh. How do you think, what would your message be to people who they feel like everyone struggles in life with wanting to be successful or wanting to make the most of this life? How should we see this life that we have? We've got a limited time here on this planet. What's the best attitude or outlook we should have in this life?
Okay. Clint, I've known you since 2001.
Yeah.
We're now in 2019, so that's 18, almost 19 years that I've known you, right? We did music together. You made music as a band. I wrote some music for you. You made music for me as part of the group that I was a part of. And at the time, we had different goals, right? We were hoping to break through internationally, create a little label.
So you got little goals at the time.
Yeah, so we got all these little goals that we had set for ourselves. Most of them, retrospectively, after looking back 19 years, we haven't achieved. We never created the label. We don't own massive pieces of sound equipment that we could hire out. We've kind of moved on with our lives.
Yeah.
So what that whole experience that we enjoyed, I look back on it so fondly because it made me enjoy every moment as it happens, right? So what we always do as human beings is, and it's good to have goals, but we live in expectation and we are end orientated. This is the road to there. I can't wait. This is the actually important part, is the destination. But the true destination is actually the journey. So when I look back on the last 20 years or that 20-year period, or for most part, probably about 10 years that we did that, maybe a bit less, I realized that the goals weren't the destination or the joy. It was what was happening at the time. It was us in the actual bus traveling. That was the beauty. That was it.
Yeah.
It was sitting in the studio and making the music. It wasn't the end goal, that was it.
Yeah.
So our lives is 70, 80, 90 years if you're lucky. When you look over the course of your 90 years, those moments, those 5-6 years we spent making music intensely, that was the beautiful destination. That was it. There was nothing necessarily coming after that we should have been ignoring this joy, not living in this moment because we're waiting for the end. So I try as much, and for anyone, is to live like right now we're doing this podcast. For me, this is the most important thing. This is there's no, whether this podcast gets 256 views or 256,000 views. The most important thing right now is you and me, my friend, we're doing this podcast and we're having this conversation. This is it.
It's awesome. do you think at the time that when we were younger, we were enjoying those times at the time?
Yes.
But also, we probably think back more fondly on those times.
Yeah. Well, fortunately, we were enjoying ourselves.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like we were having painful sessions because we were looking for the goal. I think that's what happens with a lot of people in work. So if you think about a job, right, so a 9-to-5 job, you think of how many hours you spend at your job over a period of, if you stay at a company 20 years or in a field 25 years, if you do not like your job, and you sleep, let's say sleep 8 hours, you spend 8 to 9 hours at work, 2 to 3 hours traveling to from work, you're looking at half of your life awake, spending it doing something you don't like. For 25 years, that's way too long. So people who are in that position are actually missing their moment because they're living in a world where they can't look back on it fondly and say, wow,